Hi, kids. Welcome to Dollar Tree Theater. If I'm not too mistaken, this is going to be my 30th Dollar Tree Theater. Dollar Tree Theater, the concept was started by everybody's friend, Hobbs from Hobbs Horror. Great channel. If you have not checked out Hobbs, I will probably put a link to whatever material he has at the time. Today we will continue, my series of Robert reviews. Yes, this is episode 30 of Dollar Tree Theater, my personal Dollar Tree Theater. Everybody has different numbers. There's several people who do it. Patrick from Cheetah Review, Mr. Bones, Jennifer Tochi, and so on and so forth. My previous review was the first Robert movie from 2015. This is the first sequel out of 4 sequels, total of 5 movies. This one's called Curse of Robert. Sometimes you see it listed as Curse of Robert the Doll. In this particular situation, it is just Curse of Robert. Unlike, I think, every other Robert movie, the second one, Curse of Robert, is not streaming on Tubi. Go figure. It is on Amazon Prime. If you have that, you can stream it there. Okay, what is about this movie? Once again, it's directed by Andrew Jones, who also wrote the screenplay. The movie begins, a rich guy by the name of Walter Renenson, played by Nigel Barber, pays a cop for the doll. He steals it out of evidence locker. And Walter has a little museum where he shows the doll behind glass, with the story that it's a potentially killer doll. Of course, what ends up happening at the end of the first movie, the mother is slammed into an asylum because she, won't stop with the doll killed people, and the boy is in jail as the murderer in the first movie. But we all know Robert is to blame, but this guy's pretty much playing, the exploitation of this doll from a crime scene. There's a sign on the glass that says get permission before taking a picture of Robert, meaning ask Robert's permission. Little fun things like that. In the meantime, we got Emily Barker, played by Tiffany Siri. I think that's how you pronounce that. She's a young college student coming in to, earn money, for school. And she ends up getting a crush mutual crush on Kevin, who's a security guard, played by Jason Homewood. So we get a little bit of a romance going on with that situation. Stan, his partner, let's see, get his name here. Nope. Christopher Yale plays Stan. He's Kevin's partner, and he's kind of a bit of an asshole to Emily. And of course, he looks like a fat slob, so of course we're not supposed to like him, and he's the first victim. I'm not sure why Robert starts killing at this point. I'm assuming he's been at the little museum for a little bit, but it's the day that Emily starts working there, he starts killing. And of course, there's like the first movie. There's we all know what's going on. There's no really mystery to that, but to the outside world, the police, come in. Detective Bill Atkins, played by Stephen Dalton. So he comes in, that starts investigating. The problem is, the main driving plot of this movie doesn't really come until about 40 minutes in, and I was really getting bored. A lot of these characters just bored me, and as we know from the first movie, they don't have a budget for too many good puppetry effects. For Robert, so he's not really that active at as much as we would like, and but at this one point, they Emily and Kevin have to convince the police and the outside world that what's really going on is a doll running around killing. I mean, she buys into it right, almost right away. That it's a cursed doll and it's doing this shit. So right then we end up having something interesting for these boring characters to do. It's not handled perfectly well, but it's something. But it happens at the 40-minute mark, when it maybe 10 minutes earlier it would have been better. So plus that storyline ends about 10 minutes before the movie ends. There's an extra 10 minutes where we are introduced to the toy maker, played by Lee Bain. He's the husband and father, Mr. Otto, from the first movie. And we don't recognize him because he is made up with what looks like a rejected Planet of the Apes makeup. It definitely doesn't look human, but he speaks with a German accent, straight from a Puppet Master type thing. But he ends up paying for the doll this time, and we, through dialogue, we find he's the one who created it. So I guess that's a setup for the next movie. But yeah, you end up getting something interesting starting to happen, and it ends really quick. Plus, you watch both these movies, I'm only on the second one, and you realize most of what's going on is not, it's about Robert, but Robert's not doing much of anything. You might see him, a quick flash of him walking, through, you know, like an open door or in front of the camera really quick or some shit like that. But they don't have the budget for anything better than that. There's more of a dynamic with the story here, but it really is still, mostly. I have to say, I think the first one's better, mostly because it's it was nicely contained and it was watchable. This one, 40 minutes it takes for me to be interested in what was going on, and that's not good. So, well, that is the second Robert movie, Curse of Robert, from 2016. This is my 30th Dollar Tree Theater. I got one more. And I doubt very much I will watch the other two movies because they're not on here, so I can skip those. So so far the best thing about this is a slipcover. Well, and until next time, stay safe. Always have a good time. Bye now.